So I did this whole video yesterday. I did the whole thing start to finish, and today one of the video files corrupted on me. Yeah, and it was from this camera, which means the main camera, which also records all the audio. So I'm doing it again, but I guess doing it a second time means that I can do it faster, maybe. Today we're looking at the ZEERA iPhone 13 cases. Yeah, so here's the boxes. Right there. And guess what? Empty. Because, again, I did this all yesterday. So, what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at these iPhone 13 cases from ZEERA. And I'm a big fan of their cases because, as you can see, I run a ZEERA case right here. Yep, I do. And my wife runs one on her iPhone 11. And I'll kind of explain why I like these cases. So, stay tuned. Okay guys, so we don't need these empty boxes. Here they is. So we have an iPhone 13 mini right there. We have an iPhone 13, I'm guessing, iPhone 13 Pro possibly, and a Pro Max. And here's my thing. Number one, I'm trying to remember the specs on this, and I'm guessing they will be the same. It doesn't really matter if the cases were for the iPhone 11 or 12 or 13. And that's that one of the, I don't want to say complaints, one of the things that I liked about the iPhone, especially the 12, was MagSafe. iPhone 11 didn't have it. Number one, this gave it to it. You get this. This is right here, right? This is, as you can see, this is a little magnetic area. So it adds it to if you had an iPhone 11. Now, if you had an iPhone 12, as I do right here, what happens is, especially when you put a case on your iPhone, even if it has MagSafe, which the 12 does, you now get some distance, right? You get some distance in there because of the case, which means that anything that you wanted to stick to this, it usually still stuck, but wasn't as great because you've got some distance between there. This is actually another magnet. So it lines up perfectly with the original MagSafe, but gets it closer to the accessories that you were trying to add to your phone, because that was a concern or an issue, is that the magnet wasn't necessarily strong enough. And in the iPhone 13, again, this video is coming out before the iPhone 13 is launched, of course. One of the things is that how strong is the magnet on the iPhone 13 going to be? Well, this kind of, no matter what, kind of helps in that scenario. As the spec says here, just so you guys can possibly see it, 36 plus 2 built-in magnets that align perfectly with the iPhone. This is 12 and 11, but 13 series devices. This case offers a perfect attachment experience and faster wireless charging every time. So just leave the case on your iPhone and snap onto your MagSafe charger. Yeah, that's it, right? Because one of the issues is, especially with anything that's like a Qi charger or a MagSafe charger, is that because it's wireless charging, it needs to be, the closer it can be to it, the better. The better the alignment, the better. So this just makes sure that alignment is as good as it can be. So big fan of these. So we have one, of course, coming out for the mini, the 13, the 13 Pro, and the Pro Max. I'm gonna kind of put the Pro Max and the mini away. I'm just kind of focus on these two right now. And the reason I really want to focus on these is that and this is kind of for you guys too, a little bit of a, what's going to be different on the 13? Well, number one, let's take my 12 case and put it up against both of these. And you guys can see here, if you look, there's a difference in alignment, right? They've shifted everything kind of down a little bit. So if you line these right up, everything's just down a tad bit, you know. On the bottom, everything looks pretty much the same, on the bottom here, and on this side as well, shifted down just a tad, right? There's just a little bit of a shift. Now, the one thing I do want you guys to notice, and I don't know, this isn't my experience with pretty much every clear case that's kind of out there right now. Clear, super clear, like beautifully transparent clear. And if you look at this, right, you can see it. I don't even have to really take it off. It's tinting. Without question, it's tinting. There's nothing I can tell you to say that it's not. It is. It's got a tint to it, right? And it's really just kind of on the edges, because if you look just kind of through here, it's fine. It's the whatever the plastic is that they use on this side that's tinting. And I don't know what causes that, but pretty much every clear case I've ever gotten tints over time. I've had this one since the 12 came out, so a year. This is my go-to case. My wife has the iPhone 11 on hers. Hers isn't tinting as bad, but you know, maybe it's because she throws it in her, like, more in her purse and stuff like that than I do. But all of them, every one that I've ever tested does it. Now here's the big one, and just kind of outside of how good I like these cases, because the cases are really nice. They have, you guys possibly can see that, they got a really nice lip around the camera. The buttons, I'll show you on this one, right? The buttons all work. They work really well. I'm very pleased with them. They're not like really hard. And it's kind of that nice rubbery feel that's on there, which again is good. Plus the extra magnets on here makes it line up really good. Everything's cut out fine. Super happy. And a nice lip on the front. Not too big, but a nice sized lip on the front. You guys should be able to see that for protecting if the phone drops. Cool. This cutout on the 13, very similar to the cutout on the 13 Pro. Very similar, or sorry, the 12 Pro. Very similar in size. Yeah? Yeah, you saw it. Look how big that cutout is. Right? Look how large that is. That's a large cutout. So either the camera modules or something are getting bigger on the 13 for sure. Other than that though, the thickness seems very similar. But again, I try to see this. This, it lays pretty flat on the 12. Yes, right? You can see that there. If I put it up like that, it's flat. You guys may be able to see it down there. There's not much to it. But look at the lip on that. Like, that's huge. Now the only thing I can think of is that the iPhone 13 is going to have pretty large extrusion. Is that a good word? Extrusion out, because if you look at this, it's like, it's flat. You could run this across, flat. You take this and you run it and you're like, you hit it, right? There's a lip there, right? You guys can see that. Like there's a lip there, which means whatever. Again, great protection because it's got a really good lip on it. Is that right? Lip, edge, whatever. Wish I could show it to you on the phone, but of course we're showing you these cases before. And there's a reason that I wanted to do this. Most of us will go out and buy the iPhone 13 when it comes out. I will possibly, most likely do the exact same, be out there in the morning waiting to get a hold of it. And then of course you're like, I need a case. So you end up just buying whatever case is available at the Apple store, right? You just, whatever's there is there. I'm gonna recommend, especially if they, hopefully they will announce this or have it on their website soon. That's the hope, it's soon, so that you guys can just go pre-order one of these, get one of these shipped so that it's ready. That's the hope, because it's good. I like these. It's been my go-to case for both my phone and my wife's phone for the last year to 2 years. Oh yeah. All right, guys, that's the Zeera Wireless. Well, they do a whole bunch of wireless stuff, so head on over to the website. I'll put links down below if you guys are interested in it, because I think you should be. You should be. And that's it for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and we will definitely have iPhone information and news and reviews and stuff as that blah, 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 as that 13 comes out. Oh yes. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.